Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here for our third Commander Masters Collector Booster Box. So this one comes from the exact same case as all of the others, and if you've been following along, we've already seen one textured foil come out of one of these two boxes so far. So the odds of pulling another textured foil are pretty low, but you know, as they say never. So we got ourselves our 4 collector booster packs. So let's go through them one by one, see what kind of cards we find, and then run the full MTG box analysis at the end. So slipping into pack number 1. All right, so this one is going to start off with a Terramorphic Expanse, followed by a Custody Squire. Then we're going to see a Cyclops Electromancer, followed by a Brass Knuckles with a Victimize. Then we're going to see Zada Hedron Grinder, followed by a Retro Forest. And then we're going to see ourselves a Dread Return in Borderless with a Titova Benathic Druid coming in Borderless, with a Kodama's Reach foil Borderless. And for our main set rare, we're going to see a Bloodspore Thrinax, followed by a Jet Medallion coming in the etched foil. Very nice to see that. And then we're going to see for the Adventurers coming in with a Azami Lady of Scrolls as a rare Borderless. And then we're going to see a Regal Behemoth in the back with a Soldier and a Zombie token. So I don't need any price sheet to tell me that was not a good pack. So let's just slide into pack number 2. All right, so this one kicks off with a Faithless Looting, followed by a Crawling Infestation. Then we're going to see a Drown in Sorrow with a Firemind Vessel. Then we've got a Slimefoot the Stowaway with Thrinax the Sudden Storm, a Retro Plains. Then we're going to see ourselves a Borderless Elvish Mystic with a Borderless Counterspell. And then we're going to see a foil Borderless Command Tower with Braid's Corrupt Conjurer Adept coming in as our main set rare, with an Archfiend of Despair Mythic coming in etched foil. Very nice to see this. Then we're going to see ourselves a Darksteel Monolith with a Demonic Tutor coming in Borderless treatment. Very nice to see this. Awesome. We're just going to put that one right up top. And then we're going to see Mikus the Unhallowed coming in, non-textured foil Mythic Borderless. Very nice. And then we're going to see ourselves a Saproling with a Mirror token. So maybe what we'll do is we'll separate our Mythics. So we're up to 3 so far, I believe. Don't think we had any additional ones in the first pack. All right, so pack number 3 is going to kick off with a Spike Shot Goblin, followed by a Counterspell from the main set with a Read the Bones. Then we're going to see an Ulamog's Crusher with a Loyal Unicorn, with a Panana Nomad Captain, Retro Island, with Generous Gift Borderless, a Soul Ring in Borderless as well, followed by All That Glitters foil Borderless, with Teferi Temporal Archmage coming in as our main set rare. Very nice. With Galta Primal Hunger coming in, one of the big guys, in etched, with a Spark Shaper Visionary coming in extended art, with a Steel Shaper's Gift. And then we're going to see Taisa Karlov coming in the foil Borderless treatment. Again, non-textured there. And then we're going to an Eldrazi Soldier with an Elf Druid. All right, final pack. And then we'll run through the MTG box analysis. And I promise when we've finished opening up all 4 boxes, we'll do a comparative analysis. All right, so we got a Cryptic Serpent, followed by a Fierce Empath with a Dread Drone, Living Lightning. Then we're going to see the Arcane Signet, followed by a Thought Vessel, 2 good uncommons back to back. Then we're going to see ourselves a Retro Plains with an Arcane Signet in Borderless, followed by a Command Tower in Borderless, with a Vandablast coming in as our foil Borderless. Then we're going to see a Jet Medallion from the main set. Very cool. With a Queen Marquesa coming in as our etched foil. Then we're going to see an Onaki Oathkeeper Extended Art Rare, with a Kindred Dominance coming in as our non-foil borderless, with an underground or undergrowth stadium coming in as our final extended art rare, with an Eldrazi and a Phyrexian mirror. So give me just a moment, I'll get everything sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG box analysis. We'll begin the analysis by taking a look at the cards that we pulled from the 4 Commander Masters Collector Booster Packs. Then we'll review how much of the set we covered by non-foil and foil, along with a breakdown of coverage by rarity. Following this, we'll establish a baseline for value with a look at the current value of the set, before moving into a recap of the actual observed value by non-foil and foil. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box and more than 140 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Jumping right in, using this chart, we can see the non-foils that we pulled in green, the foils we saw in orange, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we are only eligible to see borderless, etched foil, extended art, and textured foils within the collector booster packs. We ended up seeing 12 borderless, 4 etched foils, and 3 extended art cards today. In the foil space, we saw a total of 41 cards. 28 of these were in standard frame, 4 of these were retro frame basic lands, and 8 were borderless, and a single card was an extended art foil. Moving into coverage, in the non-foil space, those 12 borderless cards gave us 15% coverage of the category. The 4 etched foils were good enough for 2%, and the 3 extended art cards gave us 9% coverage. As I mentioned a moment ago, we saw 41 total foils in today's box. This gave us 7% coverage of the total set. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was a tie between blue and red with 8% each. Pivoting the coverage by rarity, in today's box we saw 42% of the commons and 17% of the uncommons that we were eligible to see. We also saw 9 of the 195 rares for 5% coverage and 2 non-foil mythics for 3% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 13% of the commons and 6% of the uncommons, along with 8 foil rares for 4% coverage and a single foil mythic good enough for 2% coverage. In total, we saw 17 rares and 3 mythics within these 4 packs. Before getting into the value of today's collector booster box, let's first examine the potential value of the cards that we could have obtained. This chart shows all 747 cards that you can pull from a Commander Masters Collector Booster Pack using non-foil market prices as of August 12, 2023. Currently, the set features 93 cards valued over $10, 74 cards valued between $5 and $10, and in the $1 to $5 category, there are 159 cards. The other 421 cards in the set are currently valued less than $1. If you were to calculate the combined value of all 747 cards using non-foil market prices, the grand total would come up to be $4,240.02. This is a drop of $490 since Monday, August 7th. Now let's begin to break down the actual observed value that we saw in today's box, starting off with a look at the non-foils. In today's box, 3 of the 19 cards that we pulled are currently valued over $10. We saw the Archfiend of Despair in etched foil, valued at $15.74, the Jet Medallion, also in etched foil, at $24.23, and we saw the Demonic Tutor in borderless, valued at $55.29. We also pulled 3 non-foils valued between $5 and $10, and 6 non-foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 7 non-foils in the box are currently valued less than $1. And in the foil space, 2 of the 41 cards that we saw are currently valued over $10. They were the borderless Mikaeus the Unhallowed, valued at $13.25, and the Jet Medallion from the main set, valued at $16.76. We also saw a single foil valued between $5 and $10, and 8 foils valued between $1 and $5. The other 30 foils in the box are currently valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box through a Patreon agreement for $185.75. The current market price for these boxes as of August 12, 2023 is $174.12. The Commander Masters Collector Booster Box contains 4 packs, each with 15 cards, allowing us to see 60 cards plus tokens. The 4 tokens that we saw have a current market value of $4.66. The 4 retro frame basic lands are currently valued at $1.83. The 24 commons are currently valued at $12.17, and the 12 uncommons that we saw are currently valued at $18.10. The 17 rares have a current market value of $83.08, and the 3 mythics that we pulled are valued just a slight bit higher than the rares at $84.28. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $204.12 in card market value, which is a gain of $18.37 over the price I paid. This means that I saw a return of 110% of my purchase price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 18 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $180.78, which means that those 18 cards represent 89% of the total box value and almost paid for the box. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to see me crack open and analyze more Magic the Gathering boxes. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.